Here's Denzel Washington. Tell you, the first time I ever saw you was in that George Segal film.
Carbon Copy.
Yeah, that was a successful film.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. And a funny story.
And funny, quite
Yeah.
funny. George is really crazy, hilarious.
You enjoying all this success, Denzel?
Oh, I love it. I love it, of course.
You always wanted to be an actor?
No, actually, I started off, it's interesting because I play a doctor on St. Elsewhere. I started off in medicine, well, pre-med in college.
Did you?
Studied biology and
What drove you out of the classes?
biology.
When they got to the frogs?
You know, when they got to the finals, that's what.
Well, that's right. You have to work on cadavers.
Yeah, it was interesting, but it wasn't quite me. And I went from biology. I went into journalism.
Yeah.
Actually completed a major in journalism.
Good.
And with a I was thinking about moving into law. And what happened was I'd done a lot of work with the YMCA and the boys' clubs, and so I wasn't quite happy with what was going on in college. And I said, well, let me go away for a summer. I got a job at a YMCA camp as a counselor, and we put on a talent show for the children. And I did some songs and things, and someone said, you know, you're a real natural on stage. You should be an actor. Ding.
Click.
Click.
Yeah. But gee, look at all the careers you tested.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you tested medicine, you
Yeah.
tested journalism, law, and then finally it came down. Well, I suppose acting is a kind of culmination of all of those.
Sure.
Of those fields.
Yeah.
We all have to be a little crazy to be in it, so that's the medical, right?
Yeah. And my mother's pleased now because I make as much money as a doctor.
Yeah.
At first she says, acting, no, you can't. You make how much? Oh, act, please.
Yeah, act. Where is she?
She's back in Mount Vernon, New York. Yeah, where I was born and raised.
All right. That's wonderful. See, most of us, when we went to college or high school, we'd set our sights on one thing, and it was dumb not to take the opportunity to test a lot of different things.
Yeah.
So you really stuck your neck out in that
I really
sense.
did, because you know what happened? I came back from the camp, and I switched colleges within the university, Fordham University, and I bluffed my way into my first job. They were doing Eugene O'Neill's The Emperor Jones, and I was up for the leading role in the first play I'd ever done. And they said, well, you know, do you have any experience? I said, yes, I've done the theater of the world, and the, you know, I just made up a resume, and I just bluffed my way into it. But I got good feedback right away, which was, you know, very important. And I said, oh, this is what I'm supposed to do. Yeah.
Your most challenging role thus far, though, has to be a Soldier Story.
I think so, because it was a real labor of love. I mean, we started that. I was in the original play, which started in 1981 in New York. And I can remember nights playing for 30, 40, 50 people, you know, at a small amount of money per week. And for it to go from that to what it is now, a major motion picture, and it's...
Big box office hit.
Yeah, it's a dream come true.
Does that kind of a box office hit tell you anything? Does it say something to you about...
Well, you know, one thing it says, I've heard from a lot of people within the business, outside the business, that say, you know, black actors in this business, you have to do comedies to be successful, and the straight dramas don't quite work as well. But what's really great about this is that it's showing that black people in a serious drama on film can make money, and people are interested. I think if it's a good story, people are going to go see it.
You bet they are.
Yeah.
Now, are the roles just rolling in for you?
Well, they're not rolling in. They're slowly. Actually, I'm up for a couple of films, one of which I think I will know about tomorrow, which is a starring film. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to jinx it.
Yeah.
But I've had a couple of offers, but not, I don't want to say not as fast as I expected, but a slow roll.
Yeah. The black actor isn't quite yet up to the number of roles that he or she should have.
I don't think so. Not yet. I've heard statistics say that, black or white, that only 6% of actors actually make a living or make over a certain amount of money.
Right.
So the odds are really against you. You know, if you're green, you know, whatever color you are, the odds are very tough. Yeah, it's tough.
Tell us a little bit about your personal life. You just became the father of a...
Proud daddy, yeah.
of
I
a
got a little
baby,
son. He's
a
in the
boy?
back. He's 4 months old, John David, and
You brought him with you?
yeah,
Oh, he's in the back.
yeah. But this is my mother, his wife, his wife, my mother.
Well, you'll get it all together.
I'll get it all together.
It's the excitement of having a new
It's
baby.
the excitement of us watching the other gentleman. Roy is something. But he's in the back with his mother, my
Yeah.
wife.
Your
and
child.
My child.
Her child,
Her
too.
child.
Yeah,
And it's just great. I mean,
What'd you name him?
John David.
Good.
John David. And it's really kind of settled me down and given me more focus in my life and new incentive.
But this doesn't sound like you led a very wild life up until now. I mean, you did all the... You did the important things. You studied hard. You looked at all those careers. You worked in a YMCA summer camp. I mean, that's a
Yeah.
very credible thing
Yeah,
to do in life. So you weren't a wild man.
No, not too wild.
No.
Not any wilder than in this guy.